I think these companies that you mentioned will remain to be strong. Yes, we are going to be opening it, but yung work from home, it's here to stay. Uh, Homeschooling is still, home study is still here. So parang ano pa rin siya eh. It's yeah, we'll begin to open, but again, wait and see tayo eh.
Mm.
So I think there's going to be a big need. Ang hirap no, Marvin. If you've used a fast internet already, you're not going to go back to a slower internet just because the economy open, right? So these things, the technology particularly, will remain.
Hi everyone, we have author, financial planner, chef, Randell Tiongson joining us in the show today. Randell, how are you?
Yeah. Oh, but you forgot. And my claim to fame, Ninong ni Marvin.
Hindi.
That's my claim to fame. Okay, good, Marvin. Thank you. It's been a while since we did something like this, no? Okay.
Lagi kang busy eh. So, joke
Wala
lang.
tayo pinopromote kasi.
Joke lang. Okay, I wanna start this question. It's already October 2021,
Yeah.
and the Philippine stock market has somehow it's not back in 2018 levels, pero it has gone up already.
Yeah.
So that being said, economic data is still not so good, pero the market has gone up. What's your approach today as a financial planner for your own investments as we end the year? Would you be aggressively investing already since parang we've seen it go up already, or since mataas na siya, ayoko na muna mag-invest?
It's good that you pointed out, no, the economic numbers are not yet ideal. In fact, it's still a big question. No? But again, as the stock market is always forward-looking, eh. So, at the end of the day, di mo alam kung tama ba yung pagka-forward-looking ng market or it's just gonna be reactive, no? To answer your question, today I think I've slowed down in adding because I've done that since last year. So I think that was more the time that I should be doing it earlier this year. Today we are at least I think it's 7 something already. It's gone up significantly from where we are last year and even early this year. But it's still, having said that, we're still far from the number that we want to be. Like malayo pa rin tayo sa 8,000. So I think there's still the growth that you can see at this point in time. So maybe I could add a little bit more. Well, number one, I do cost averaging, so automatic yan. But I'm talking about adding a little bit more. I've stopped. I'm taking a look at first as maybe the market's a little bit too bullish at this point in time. Incidentally, I was just going through my feeds, no? Parang 4 years ago, this is the number that we were. In fact, I remember I was seeing something like I'm, parang encouraging the people not to be worried because it's now 7,000, it's gone down. But we're now at that number again. So I think there's still a lot of growth coming in, especially in next year. I think I'm really looking for next year because I think the growth has already happened. Maybe a little bit more towards the year end, but next year is gonna be it's gonna be a reckoning next year.
Naalala ko, looking at the past, no, sinabi mo, looking back at the figures, first time na nag 7,400 yung Philippine Stock Exchange around 2013. So, halos 80 years na nakalipas.
Yeah.
We're almost in the same level again. Yung difference lang noong 2013, when it hit that, everyone was so bullish. Ngayon, it somehow naman parang from a recovery perspective, kasi naalala ko from last year, we were at 7.4, 7.5 at the end of the year nung naglabasan yung vaccine results. So madaming tao na nag-i-invest sa Philippines, yung naging style nila is every time we close down the economy, markets would go down. That's the time they start buying again. And then every time we start to reopen, they see it start to go up. Then any negative trigger, that's their position to take profits again. Yung question ko is this, given that yung lockdowns natin medyo nagbago na granularized.
So far.
So do you think babalik pa rin tayo sa lockdown again na strict base, kasi lumabas ako kahapon, ang daming tao sa labas ng weekend.
Yeah. I was out also. Malayo pa din sa where we are right now. Pero I think we're slowly getting to that. We're one of the last economies to open eh. Ano ba yun? Parang I think everybody, no? I mean, siguro with the Facebook, nakita mo all our friends abroad are back to normal na. Tayo parang naka-face shield, face mask pa din tayo and still a problem. But we see the economy beginning to open up. I think at this point in time, the government talagang hindi na kaya. We can't keep the economy closed. So we really have to start opening it at this point in time. which is what kaya siguro may that people are still bullish again, no? We're seeing a lot of restaurants trying to position again, opening. Of course, binabago na lang, mas marami na yung kanilang marami na kanilang mga open stores and stuff like that. But I think we're adjusted to the new normal, and we see the economy started to come up, to open. Even travel restrictions are beginning to lighten. Plus certain news, no, like I just got word that vaccines for 15 to 17 will now start, I think, October 15 or something like that. So yeah, those are good signs that's happening in the market today.
I'm curious on this, yung take mo, no, kasi you mentioned vaccines and then opening, and then to the younger generation they'll now have vaccines. Yung naging okay na stocks, especially last year at a certain point this year, yung mga stay-at-home stocks, Converge, PLDT, Globe, yung Century Pacific, Pure Gold also. Do you think what's your take on this? Pag nag-open tayo lalo, hihina sila, and then there will be a shift to other companies naman na mas mag-prevail when the economy starts to open again?
I think these companies that you mentioned will remain to be strong. Yes, we're going to be opening it, but yung work from home, it's here to stay. Homeschooling is still, home study is still here. So parang pa rin siya eh. It's we'll begin to open, but again, wait and see tayo eh. So I think there's gonna be a big need. Ang hirap, no, Marvin, if you've used a fast internet already, you're not gonna go back to a slower internet just because the economy open, right? So these things, the technology particularly, will remain. Siguro certain consumer-driven na pangbahay, medyo baka magbago. But I think the whole structure will remain to be strong up to now.
Got it. I just want to go back to your strategy, no. Na-mention mo earlier that you do peso cost averaging, pero you're lightening up now sa pag-add mo. Pero I remember
I add the same. Pero kasi ginagawa ko, I'm a modified investment. So I do a cost averaging, and then when the markets are dipping, and assuming I have extra money, or when Marvin tells me to buy, I will parang gano'n, no? Okay, I would add on. So parang yung adding on ko ang nilighten na. Yung
Got it.
Beyond my cost averaging.
Got it. And by the way, guys, no, yung cost averaging that's around 5 million a week. So just so and so babalik ako sa tanong
Marvin Garmo levels.
Hindi ako yun. May babalikan ako na pag-usapan natin before that. Sabi mo, you just buy but you don't sell. Yung question ko is, there are a lot of people also that maybe like you na nakabili sila ng mababa, tapos ngayon up sila. They also might be tempted na, okay, mataas na yung kinita ko, or kahit di mataas, decent na yung kinita ko, it's something that has outperformed their expectations. What do you do pag up ka? When will you actually sell, and when will you actually take it out also?
I've mastered the art of buying. I haven't mastered the art of selling. Kasi sa akin, I have a very passive approach in investing eh. Kasi parang I'm really preparing for the time na, I won't be working anymore. Like to liquidate some of my money. Alam mo, live off interest na lang. So wala pa naman ako doon. So at this point in time, I'm still in the accumulation phase. Pero I'm getting to that point in the age na medyo baka magko-consolidate na rin naman ako eh. So that's the thing. At this point in time, di pa. So mine is really more about, it's not so much whether my money is made. It's really more, have I met my objective already? Diba? So wala pa, malayo pa ako sa objective eh. Hindi pa ako Marvin Guillermo level.
So, teka lang. So pero what do you say to yourself? Kasi madaming tao kahit ayaw, when you talk to everyone, okay, long-term stock market, pero pag nakatikim na ng kita yan, ang bilis mag-sell, especially pag nanghihinayang na sila na mawala yung gain. So what do you do to convince yourself that, okay, kahit gain ako, bumaba man to konti, okay lang sa akin. What's your mechanism na pwedeng, for those who are watching this, pwede nilang gamitin sa sarili nilang buhay?
Well, I think the bulk of my investments naman are really geared towards my retirement. I'm still far off retirement, so parang there's no need for me to withdraw and all these things. Yes, minsan nakaka-tempt ha. Alam mo, minsan nagtatanong ko sa Marvin, depende ko na ba to? But I haven't really done a lot of those things. No? Marvin, I even have funds na I think 15, 18 years na ngayon. So, alam mo, yung ganong situation, yun that's what I do it eh. I don't need the money at this point in time. Diba? Kaya nga yung I only invest money that I'm not gonna touch eh. But sometimes, incorrect. I would have missed out. No? Example, if I bought in, ano ba yan? April and May last year, no, I could have sold it already, year end or even today. But kaso ang point ko rin naman, hindi ko pa naman kailangan din yung money. And you know what the problem, and this is siguro helpful, no? I know that if I unload that money, I might end up spending it. So, baka na naman maisip ko, no? So, I think I'm good with that na lang. Iwan ko na lang. But, and apparently, I'm 54 today. Maybe the next, probably I'll be like this for the next 3 or 4 years. And then maybe I would begin to certain unload. Tama-tama rin naman. There's no rush to unload now. Diba? Parang, you know, this is also a good time for you to just wait out. Yeah, 7,000 na. But you know, nakatim na tayo ng 8.5, di ba? 8.8. So parang malayo pa natin.
Got it. So another question is, pagdating sa 8,000, 8,500, long-term time, if you still have your longer time horizon in it, would you still be adding at that point na yung current na cost averaging that you're doing now? For example, umakyat yung market ng mataas, would you still be doing that or stop na rin totally?
Ayun, siguro I'll cross the bridge when I get there, no? Pero kasi I've been doing this cost averaging for many years now. So parang, 'di ba? I mean, kung nung 5,000 siya, sinabi ko hinto ako. Nag 6,000 except di naman ako huminto eh. So ngayon na 7,000 na, mag-8,000. I don't think I'm gonna stop. I'll stop when I think I've already hit my target, my objective. So ganun pa rin yung point ko. Ang naglalaro lang sa akin ngayon whether I'm gonna add on to and honestly, no, I haven't been adding much to stocks this year because you know, some guy convinced me to move to cryptocurrency and let's just hide his name with under the name na Marvin Guerrero. So
so sige tawid tayo doon. You ventured into cryptocurrency this year.
Early this year, yes.
Number 1, why? And number 2, as a financial planner, parang how do you allocate? May limit ka ba na certain percentage ng investable portfolio mo ilalagay mo sa cryptocurrencies?
Yeah. It's not a very complicated one, ha? So the reason why I went into cryptocurrency is I think I've given it enough time to study it over. Kasi hindi naman ako pa sa inaral ko, yun na, no? So I think I first encountered crypto and particularly Bitcoin 2017. Started to look at it at 2018. Wanted to come in 2019. I thought 2020 was the time to come in, pero alam mo yun, I was still waiting until enough. But when 2021 came in, I think that was the right time. Tagal din, 4 years yata ako naghintay. I have to be convinced I have to truly understand what's going on. I also wanted to see a certain level of scale because the volume of 2016, 2017 is nowhere near the volume of 2021. So I wanted to see that's happening. Of course, I watched more videos of Marvin, Diba, sunod-sunod yung video mo, talagang nabudol ako ni Marvin. So, just really, parang point ko, I think it's time for me to come in. That's one. Second, also, I'm looking at kasi the pandemic made me take a look at certain things na how technologies gonna really play a big role. How diversification has come to a different, parang iba na rin yung concept ng diversification. Ngayon, dati ang simple ba, may stocks ka, may growth stocks ka, may dividend stocks ka, may bonds ka, may property, gano'n, But 2020 started, made me look, teka. Tama ba? Parang I need to expand my diversification. It used to be, if I want to stay conservative, maybe I'll use property, real estate, because may rental income and everything. But 2020, so our rentals have gone down by 80-90%. I kind of realized, teka even if I diversified pala with these things, it's not gonna be enough, So, yun, I started to look at other asset classes that normally I would not have looked at. So, yun lang. But the pandemic made me a more conscientious investor. Kasi gusto ko dati, yung naka-cruise control ka lang. Cruise control lang. But 2020 made me, I guess we also have more time, made me look at certain things from a different perspective. That's why I got into crypto beginning of the year. It took me a while to get into that and studied a lot, talked to a lot of people, watched a lot of YouTube, before I got into that. And even up to now, a lot of this I don't understand because sobrang technology driven, di ba? So those that I understand, I will get into it. Now, yung question ko, may limit din syempre, di ba? I mean, number one, the difference is I can't just make an investment without my wife knowing what I'm putting my money into. So, I have to be very responsible about those things. I can't put a lot of more money into that, So, gagawin ko, I'll be very creative and ito, sobrang So, sa beginning of the year, a lot of the money I've been putting in crypto are coming from, side hustles, extra saving, yung mga talagang hindi traditional way of allocation para I still have money that I can put in that. And then, yun nga, one of the, siguro isa lang grabe ginawa ko, it's like, certain stocks that I bought in the worst time last year, I sold it in one of the best times this year. And then I transferred it in crypto when it was really bad. Kailan ba yung bad na yun? May? I don't remember. April, May?
April, May.
It was really bad. Ha?
April,
ba yun? Parang ganun, di ba?
April, May. April both.
Yeah, April, May. Okay. So, tama-tama naman, no? So, I just reallocated in certain those things. What that really convinced me is I'm beginning to see mass adoption. More people are moving into that. It's nagiging more mainstream siya. Hindi na siya alternative talaga. So, then I realized maybe I should get into the actual. Tapos nakita ko din yung certain cryptos that I think are game changers, no? That will change the, di ba, yung decentralized finance and stuff like that. Sabi ko, uy, teka. I know, I've been in the financial services industry for 3 decades. And lagi may nagbabago talaga and, I want to be part of that. At least, di ba?